and visit with Jack Leiter. So to tell you everything you need to know about this game so far, both pitching coaches have already been out to the mound, and it's only the bottom of the first inning. Visit to the mound, brought to you by the Window Depot, offering the best prices and biggest inventory on in-stock vinyl windows and interior and exterior doors. Order online or find a location near you at thewindowdepot.com. Sheets at first, Arise at second, Tatis at third, down 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Xander Bogaerts will stand in. We mentioned his 0 for 5 last night, with Langford robbing him twice in left field. Xander's been swinging a great bat the last couple of weeks. Big spot here, down by 1, and he takes the first pitch slider outside, 1-0.
Yeah, Xander, of course, ended up hitless last night, but certainly swung the bat well enough to at least walk away with 2. Chance for redemption here, though, in the first.
Leiter just threw his 30th pitch of the inning. 1-0 the pitch. And Bogaerts takes a fastball strike, 98 on the outside part of the plate. That is even 1-1. Padres did see Jack Leiter kind of briefly in a spring training game back on March 6th. Came on in the 5th inning and threw 3 innings. He looked really, really good, although none of the Padre regulars were in there. 1-1. Bogaerts swings and misses at a slider, strike 2. And look, the idea is pretty straightforward when it comes to Leiter. He's 25 years old, still finding his footing at this level. The stuff is electric, but he has not put it all together yet.
Very impressive young man nonetheless.
Yeah. So ahead of Xander, 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And Bogaerts takes a fastball away at 99. He's got a dad who is a big leaguer, an uncle who's a big leaguer, his cousin, a big leaguer. Al and Mark.
A lot of big leaguers.
Yeah. 2-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Xander swings, sends it in the air to deep center field. Carter is back looking for the wall. He's got room, and he makes the catch right in front of the fence to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, and the Padres, like the Rangers, leave them loaded here in the first inning. After one very eventful frame, it's the Rangers 1 and the Padres 0 on the Padres Radio Network.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score.
Top of the second brought to you by Sin Lee Food. Ignite your taste buds with the freshest flavors at Sin Lee Food. Discover authentic ingredients at 4665 El Cajon Boulevard, the Cook's Asian Resource. 1-0 Rangers. Jake Berger, Kyle Higashioka, and Josh Smith due up for Texas. David Morgan is still out there. Kyle Hart back to throwing in the Padre bullpen. Maybe one of these situations where he gets Berger and Higashioka and then a pitching change to go lefty-lefty against top of the order. We shall see. Berger waits, and Morgan's first pitch is a fastball strike at 95, 0-1. Some of the fans singing happy birthday to Manny Machado. That's great.
Like he had a little grin on his face.
0-1 to Berger, and a slow tapper towards third. Charged by the birthday boys. Got it on the backhand. Throw to first is not in time. Give Jake Berger credit. Hustling up the line. And got there about as quickly as he possibly could, because Manny couldn't have played that any better. An infield single to begin the second inning.
Big man smelled hit. Picking him up, putting him down. Manny, as smooth as he always is. Perfect throw, but as Jesse mentioned, Berger running well down the first base line, picks up the infield knock.
Yeah, it was one of those, I'm watching the ball and watching Manny, and when I looked over to first base, I was stunned at how close to the bag Berger was. Give him credit. Like you said, he sniffed it. Here's Higashioka, who had a delightful night for himself last night. Takes outside, ball one. None of the Padres were thrilled with it, but
no, they were not.
3 for 3, 5 runs batted in. They won 7-4. He had a 2-run homer, couple of RBI singles, and a sac fly. He was not supposed to be in the lineup today. That was not the original plan for the Rangers. Here's the 1-0, and Ihige takes right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. They were going to have Heimkach, use somebody else to DH, but you have a night like that, you're probably going to find yourself
especially
back
if
in
your manager is Bruce Bochy.
Yeah.
He pays attention to stuff like that all the time. Whatever off day you thought you had after a 3 for 3 is no longer.
Even Mike Schilt, who's usually, honestly, like very serious, straightforward in his post-game comments, was like, man, Higgy, what are you doing?
Take it easy.
Yeah, he's that kind of teammate, and he's only here a year, but a beloved figure down there for great reason. Here's the 1-1, and Higashioka hits it in the air to center field pretty deep. Merrill has a read on it, though, and he'll make the catch in front of the warning track. Not tonight. Out number 1 here in the second inning. Berger back to first base. The order will turn over, and Mike Schilt, as expected, is on his way out there to get Morgan as he goes one time through the order. So a pitching change here in the top of the second inning. Berger at first, 1 out. It's the Rangers 1 and the Padres nothing.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Berger at first base, 1 out. And the left-hand hitting Josh Smith will climb in against Kyle Hart, who last appeared in the major leagues on May 28th. Started against Miami that day. First pitch coming, and lefty to lefty, Smith takes outside, 1 ball and no strikes. In that game against the Marlins, he allowed 5 runs on 6 hits in 4 2/3. Got off to a pretty good and efficient start, but they got to him at the end of 5th inning. Had some trouble with the home run, which is something we've seen at times from him this year. Here's the 1-0, and Smith with a big rip and a miss. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Had a couple of starts, Kyle Hart, where he did not give up any homers, but then in the other 4 starts, he gave up 2 home runs.
And it's been, they come in bunches on the times where he's been on the bump.
Up and down a couple of times now from the minors this year. 1-1 pitch, and Smith swings, sends it in the air to left center field. Gavin Sheets over and in. He's there, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Berger back to first base, and Corey Seager coming up. And one of the times he went down to El Paso, he allowed that, one of the things that they had worked on or wanted to work on was kind of sequencing and pitch selection, particularly against right-handed hitters.
So you get a chance to kind of iron that out down at the 3A level. Try to put it into practice here at the big leagues.
So 6 starts at the major league level this year, and then 9 more at El Paso. Here's Seager, and a swing and a miss at a sweeper, strike 1. With the Chihuahuas this season, Hart 2-3, and a more than respectable 4.67 ERA in the PCL. Here now, 1-0 Rangers. Runner on first, 2 outs, top of the second inning. 0-1 to Seager, and an ugly swing and a miss. Back-to-back sweepers, and now 0-2.
See if he stays with it. One that was presented a little bit more in the zone. That one sweeping well out. Nonetheless, has gotten 2 swings from Seager, ahead 0-2.
Berger leads at first base. Hart will throw over. He's got that good lefty move, a.k.a. what's probably a ball.
As they all are.
Holds the glove up against his ear, kind of on top of his right shoulder. As he looks in, now he comes set. Maldonado sets up way away from Seager. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Hart. Swung on and sent in the air to straightaway center field. Jackson Merrill is there, runs to the spot. He'll reach up, make the one-handed catch, and that ends the top half of inning number 2. No runs, a hit. Berger left at first base. And in the middle of the second inning, it's the Rangers 1 and the Padres 0. Now here's what's happening.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
A lot going on in this game, but it's only 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Padres have Cronenworth, Brooks, and Maldonado 7-9 coming up against Jack Leiter, who needed 32 pitches to get 3 outs in the bottom of the first inning. See if he settles in at all here or if the Padres make him pay. As Jake stands in, coming off a nice night last night, hit that go-ahead 2-run homer in the second inning. First pitch on the way, and an ugly-looking curveball that floated way high off the catcher's mitt of Jonah Heim, ball one.
Jake, one of the guys out hitting early today, certainly seems like he's feeling pretty good at the plate. Even watching his BP today, certainly looked crispy. See if he can take that into the game.
1-0 pitch is at the top of the zone, and a slider for a strike, 1-1. Everything continues to be up from Leiter, and even though he got that call, I don't imagine that's where that pitch was supposed to be.
Not that slider. I mean, he's not dealing with the Dylan Cease type slider. We can get away with that often.
1-1 pitch, fouled back, strike two.
But he is throwing that fastball with conviction. Kind of pretty much throwing it where he wants to. He's got ahead of Jake here, 1-2.
Cronenworth uses the timeout and now digs back into that left-handed batter's box. On the infield, they pretty much shift him around to the pull side. The third baseman, Smith, is essentially playing shortstop. Outfield is straight away. Now the 1-2 pitch, and Cronenworth takes upstairs again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mentioned Leiter has recently moved back to the first base side of the rubber. That's where he's been, or was, pretty much his entire life, coming up through college in particular. But a couple of years ago, some minor league struggles, they moved him off of that spot. And now he's back. 2-2 is low. And one of the things he says, and it's so interesting, the little intricacies of pitching. He says he tunnels much better when he's working from the first base side of the rubber.
I mean, listen, he's been there longer than the third base side of the rubber, so there's some comfort there and visual lines that he sees better.
3-2, Cronenworth fouls it out of play.
Mentioned how impressed I was really listening to Jack on the MLB network and kind of going into some of the mechanics and things that he's used, and definitely tell you he's well studied. He's got some good teachers in that family.
Better believe it. 3-2 pitch, ripped in the air down the right field side. Garcia, though, will get there on the move to make the catch. And a hard hit out number one here in the bottom of the second inning as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres Radio Network.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
Hi, this is Jackson Merrill. The Padres play here on 97.3 The Fan.
An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Tony Gwynn Jr. and our producer-engineer Dave Marcus, I'm Jesse Agler. Rangers 1, Padres 0. With 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the second inning. Rubber game of this 3-game series. Trenton Brooks, the batter. Left-hand hitter swings at the first pitch fastball and fouls it back 0-1. Stat of the day brought to you by Culligan Water of San Diego, providing advanced water treatment solutions, including softeners, filters, and bottled water, ensuring cleaner, safer, and great tasting water for homes and businesses since 1936. Mentioned last inning some of the clubs that Machado is on the verge of joining. Here's the 0-1, and Brooks takes high again. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a very, very specific club that he has an opportunity to join if he gets a couple of hits here tonight. And what that is the club of guys who have come up with a big milestone hit on their own birthdays. 1-1 pitch on the ground towards first, right over the bag, gobbled up by Berger, feeds Leiter, covering in time and 2 down. How about the Elias Sports Bureau figuring this one out? Only once in Major League history has someone hit their 2,000th hit, 3,000th hit, 4,000th hit, 400th homer, 500th homer, 600th homer, 700th homer, any of the major hit or homer milestones. Only once has anyone ever done that on their birthday. That was obviously Eddie Collins on May 2nd of 1920.
Obviously.
Who collected his 2,000th career hit.
We all knew that.
Yeah, Eddie Collins, yeah. But no one has ever had a big milestone hit on their own birthday except for Eddie Collins. Maldonado hammers one foul down the left field line, 0-1.
I mean, the amount of things that have to line up for that to happen is crazy. I mean, the fact that there's one guy that is able to do it is pretty remarkable.
I still like your dad's thing better, though.
It's a good Mother's Day gift. Mother's birthday gift, I should say.
Slider for a strike, 0-2.
Pop's getting 2,000 and 3,000th hits on his mother's birthday.
That's way nicer than your own birthday. You're giving, not receiving.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not as selfish.
Talk about the odds, and
I guess in some ways that is the model of consistency, right?
Yeah. Well, of course, Tony Gwynn got 2,000 and 3,000 on the exact same day. 0-2. Maldonado takes a little bit outside. A ball and 2 strikes. I think Leiter thought it was a strike. I think Heim, the catcher, thought it was a strike. I think Maldonado thought it was a strike.
I'm talking about being a carbon copy of your pops from behind. I mean, it's just a right-handed version of Al.
Hands up over the head, old school. And the 1-2 is swung on and missed. Big-time bounce-back inning for Jack Leiter here in the second. Puts him down 1-2-3, and he caps it with a K. On to the third inning at Petco Park. 1-0 Rangers.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco.
Questions from our listeners, and if you have a question for us, head to 973thefan.sd.com/question to send one in, and we may answer it on the air. Again, that's 973thefan.sd.com/question.
Dave reports that we need questions. He does not like the current batch of questions. So tonight could be your night. Send it in. 1-0 Rangers started the third inning. Marcus Semien, the batter. 0-for-1 with a strikeout. That was against David Morgan. Now he'll face the lefty Kyle Hart. First pitch on the way, and Semien takes low ball 1. This is the first right-handed batter for Hart, who came on to get Smith and Seager to end the second. Padres piecing it together a little bit differently here tonight. Obviously, we'll try and get as much juice out of the orange as they can here with Kyle Hart on the mound. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Had him out in front of a changeup, and that evens the count at a ball and a strike. Tomorrow night, though, some great pitching news, as Yu Darvish is scheduled to start against the Diamondbacks. 1-1. Semien takes down by the back foot, and now 2 balls and a strike. Long time coming, but Darvish will make his 2025 debut tomorrow night. 2-1 to Semien with Garcia and Carter to follow. And a hard hit grounder up the middle, backhanded by Cronenworth all the way on the outfield grass. Long throw to first is in time, 2 down. And for the second time tonight, going to hang a star for Jake Cronenworth. Great catch on the line drive back in the first inning. And now Jake taking away a base hit from Marcus Semien here in the third.
Wasn't so much the catch as it was the throw from back behind second base, shallow center of Beebe for out number 1.
So 1 out, nobody on for Adolis Garcia, right-handed batter, and he takes the sweeper for a strike, 0-1. So Jake did not have a star all year, and now tonight he's got 2 in 3 innings. Machado has a team-high 5 stars, if you're curious. Pitch high, 1-1. Yeah, we're tracking it now.
almost expect Manny to be there year in and year out.
Reason they call it the hot corner.
Yeah, no doubt.
Merrill's got 4. Tatis has 4. Here's the 1-1. And Garcia slow tapper to third foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. One nothing Rangers with 1 out and nobody on in the top of the third inning. 1-2 to Adolis Garcia, who singled the other way his first time. Kind of fought one off. It was an awkward swing, but he found some grass. Hard a long look in now, ready to go on 1-2. Here's the pitch. And Garcia grounds it sharply foul up the third baseline. Count remains 1-2. The Ranger win here last night set up this rubber game, and for Texas, it was their first win at Petco since September of 2018. Now, obviously, they don't come here every year, but the Padres have dominated the Rangers the last 5 years. 1-2 pitch on the ground to the right side. Cronenworth backs up on it. He's got it. And a nice easy throw to first base in time. 2 down here in the top of the third inning. Even after last night, Padres 13-2 against the Rangers going back to 2020.
It's been all good for the Padres when they faced the Rangers. 2020 kicked off really the change of an era for Padre baseball. All of a sudden, the expectations started to change around 2020.
A weird year for a lot of reasons. Obviously.
Yeah.
Fastball strike to Carter, 0-1.
Cutout boxes in the seats. Broadcast from television. Weird time, to say the least.
0-1. And Carter fouls it into the Ranger dugout, strike 2. Kyle Hart pitched in 2020 for the Red Sox. That was his only major league experience until this year. He'd been in the minors and he went to Korea. There were 24 guys who appeared in the major leagues in 2020 who never appeared in any other season, so they never got to play in front of fans. Here's the 0-2. Carter takes outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So they were absolutely big leaguers. They are in the books as guys who played in the major leagues, but they never got the full major league experience playing in front of these packed houses. Kyle Hart is the only one to make it back from that group of 24 guys. 1-2. Carter swings and misses, strike 3. And a 1-2-3 third for Hart. He caps it with a K. After 2.5 here in San Diego, it's the Rangers 1 and the Padres 0. And now here's what's happening at Valley View Casino and Hotel.
Now every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His third.
Promotions like the City Connect Straw Hat on Wednesday and Party at the Park on Friday. Visit Padres.com/tickets.
Bottom of the third inning, the Trusted will score. The Rangers 1 and the Padres nothing. Padres, though, will bring the top of the order to bat here against Jack Leiter. Try and change that. Fernando Tatis Jr. has already singled today. He has reached safely 8 straight and hit in 7 of his last 8. Merrill and Machado to follow. First pitch on the way from the right-hander, and Fernando swings and misses at a good slider, strike 1. Who's Hot, Who's Not, brought to you by the Grilling Store at Hillcrest Ace Hardware, the official grilling store of the Padres Radio Network. For all your grilling needs, visit them on University Avenue or thegrillingsstoresd.com. 0-1 pitch is fouled at the plate, strike 2. Lucas Giolito of the Red Sox is hot. Last 5 starts. Giolito 4-0 with a 0.83 ERA. Missed all of last year after Tommy John surgery, and he is on some kind of roll. One of those guys that when he was first coming up, man, everybody thought he was the next great thing.
Yeah. And
injuries have really derailed him. Nice to see him going. 0-2 pitch, and Fernando just gets a piece, fouls it off the catcher high. So Giolito is hot. The Guardians are not. Lost their 10th straight game today. 5 of the 10 have been shutout losses. They have scored 15 runs total during the 10-game losing streak. It's like 1.5 runs per game. Tough to win doing that. 0-2, Tatis takes a little bit inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You look at a guy like Giolito, you almost felt watching him when he was struggling that he just needed a reset. And been able to go down in the minor leagues, work out some things, and has looked good.
He was with Max Fried and those guys at Harvard Westlake, right? Part of that same rotation,
yep.
I think. 1-2, and Tatis takes low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Him and Fried both used to use MLB The Show to kind of diagnose hitters. I think Jack Flaherty was a younger version or a younger student at that time.
Up and in at 97. Fernando ends up on the seat of his pants, and now 3-2. Giolito's grandfather, as I recall, and I'm doing all this off the top of my head, so it was the actor from Seinfeld who played Susan's dad. That's not quite as cool as Pete Crow Armstrong's mom.
No.
But it's a pretty good one. Anyway. Al Leiter's kid delivers to Fernando Tatis's kid and misses inside, ball 4. Leadoff walk here in the 3rd inning. 2nd walk allowed by Leiter. And the Padres have the tying run on base to begin this inning. A 7-pitch pass. And again, a lot of bullets being used by Jack Leiter.
This looks familiar in terms of the Padre offense. In terms of long at-bats, we're starting to see this up and down the lineup. We'll see if this can continue.
That was another one that started 0-2, but it ended in a walk. And now Merrill takes high, ball 1. Yeah, I would contend we have seen the Padre offense start to turn the corner. Slowly, not like a speedboat, more like a barge. But it looks different. Pitch in on the hands, 2-0 to Merrill. And Jackson's a really good example of that. Taking some more walks lately, swinging a little bit less frequently.
Right now, the league is pretty consistent in how they're pitching. It's top of the zone. They'll expand it if they can.
2-0, Merrill fouls it back.
And I think that in itself is part of the reason why Jackson has created the habit of coming up out of his mechanics. Seeing pitches up there so often, and you get beat a couple times, you start trying to cheat to get up there, but him just trying to stay where he's at when he loads is the key.
Swing and a miss here, 2-2 as he chased a very high slider.
Again, that slider's been up really all game. It's been 1 or 2 that he's been able to execute, but so far he's been able to get away with it. But there was that move again. Jackson getting loaded, and as he starts to approach that pitch that was up out of the zone, you can see his body start to come up to get it.
2-2, swing and a foul tip held by Heim. That is strike 3. Good old-fashioned fastball that time. 4th K of the day for Leiter. He's gotten Merrill twice. So 1 out, Fernando at first, and Manny Machado coming up.
That's an example of a pitch that's not up out of the zone. It's a pitch we've seen Jackson get to a number of times, but with that little mechanical flaw right now, he's going to have to find a way to just to kind of battle through it.
Here comes the Lumber, brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers. Manny swings at the first pitch, taps it foul, fix it, build it, enjoy it. Machado 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning. Comes into this at-bat 2 hits shy of 2,000. Fernando at first, 1 away. And the pitch swung on and missed. Good slider biting down this time, and it's 0-2.
Maybe a small part of Manny trying to make this happen.
Your birthday, it's national television.
Right, we've seen him be so patient through the first 2 games of this series.
0-2 in the dirt. He would not be the first guy to get this close to a milestone and start to do some things that are uncharacteristic.
Trust me, I watched my dad do the same thing and end up getting it in Montreal.
1-2 to Manny. And a check swing foul into the net behind home plate. Of course, they were in St. Louis right before Montreal. And you were in St. Louis, right?
Yes.
But you didn't get to go to Montreal.
I didn't get to go to Montreal. As part of, I'm sure, him pressing, trying to get it done, but 3,000, I guess, is 3,000.
1-2 pitch. Machado fouls it back.
Good rip at the slider. That one a little bit further down, but I'm pretty sure that's still not where Jack Leiter wants that particular pitch. And he fouls it back. We'll do it again, 1-2.
Fernando at first, 1 away. Here's the pitch. And Machado able to spoil it. Foul behind home plate. "66 pitches now for Leiter as he works with 1 out in the 3rd inning.
Pitch 7 of the AB coming up here to Manny.
Padres down 1-0. Fernando at first, Machado at the dish. 1-2. And Manny swings, pops it up, fouled out of play right side, into the seats. We do it again.
Toddy had Jack Leiter lined up. Started to take off. Leiter didn't pick up. He stopped. Leiter ended up going to the plate anyway.
Machado waiting on pitch 8. Here it is. Manny takes outside, 2-2. Fernando leads at first base. Padres down by 1. Here's the pitch. Machado lines it foul the other way. Goodness.
Good battle. Unfolding.
Leiter set and ready again. The 2-2. Manny flinches and takes a little bit low. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
See if they put Toddy in motion here.
It'll be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Fernando runs, swing and a miss, strike 3, throw to second, not in time. So Machado strikes out for the 2nd time. Tatis steals second base. And now with 2 outs and Luis Arraez coming up, the Padres have the tying run in scoring position.
Out away with a slider up out of the zone. I think that's why he got Manny. Manny was expecting that slider to drop into the zone. It just stayed up. 11 pitches. And Leiter gets the strikeout, and now he'll face Arraez with a runner on second this time.
First pitch coming, and Luis takes right at the bottom of the zone on the outside part of the plate for a called strike, 0-1. Rangers 1, Padres 0. in a cumbersome game so far. Tatis at second, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. 0-1 in the dirt, and stopped by Heim. That evens it up against Luis, who singled his first time up, and now 7 for 10 in the series. Ball and a strike to Arise, and Luis hits it hard on the ground up the middle. That's into center and a base hit. Fernando speeding around third on his way. He'll come in to score. Luis Arise, an RBI single, and a 1-1 game here in the third.
How about 8 for his last 11? Pull it up the middle, and the difference in this inning versus the first, Toddy was on second base. That means scoring position for Luis Arise. He comes through. Padres tied his game at 1.
That's something to smile about. Brought to you by Smile Spirits. Real vodka cocktails, not a boring seltzer. Try Smile Spirits bold flavor with no sugary aftertaste. Available at Crisp Beverages and Natural Foods downtown. Or visit smilespirits.com, making San Diego smile.
Much different proposition facing Luis Arise with a runner on second versus first.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today,
34th RBI of the season for Luis Arise, and he's on a heater.
So Arise at first, 2 outs. Gavin Sheets the batter, as the Padres have tied it up 1-1 here in the third. And now they got a guy coming to the plate who can put him ahead with one swing pretty easily. 13 home runs on the season already for Sheets. Leiter out of the stretch deals. And first pitch swinging a ground ball foul toward the Padre dugout on the right side, 0-1. Left-hander Jacob Latz is now throwing in the Ranger bullpen. Leiter has labored as Sheets sends one in the air to shallow center field. Carter, big strides coming in. He gets there, and he makes the play to end the inning. But the Padres able to cash in that lead walk by Fernando. And after 3, it's the Padres 1 and the Rangers 1 on the Padres.
let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
A weird game so far. Both teams have really forced the opposing pitchers to work, but only a run aside. Jack Leiter has already had 2 innings out of 3 in which he's thrown at least 30 pitches.
Goes back to that conversation we were having earlier about young pitchers and being able to finish guys. today for Leiter, struggling with his secondaries in terms of keeping it down.
Wyatt Langford leads off at the top of the fourth against Kyle Hart, first time facing him. And a nice sweeping breaking ball just a little bit low, 1-0. Langford walked in the first inning against David Morgan, who got the first 4 outs for the Padres. Gave up a run on 4 hits with the 1 walk to this guy and 1 strikeout. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Langford takes that same breaking ball for a strike, this time right at the knees, and the count evens 1-1. Jonah Heim is on deck, and Jake Berger to follow. 6, 7, and 8 for Texas here in the 4th inning against the lefty. 1-1 pitch. And Langford flinches, takes on the outside corner. Wow. And a called strike, 1-2.
I put my head down just assuming it was a ball. But,
got a little extra there.
Yeah, Kyle Hart ahead 1-2.
Might as well go back out there, right?
Go further.
Here it is. And taken in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tell you what, Kyle Hart has been pretty sharp since coming into this ball game. See if he can continue throwing the ball where he wants.
5 up, 5 down with a strikeout. 2-2. Hart is ready now to pitch. And Langford, it's a ground ball to shortstop. Bogaerts charges it, has it, gets rid of it quickly, and just in time to get the speedy runner. 1 away. Top of the 4th brought to you by Genesis Home Improvement, San Diego's trusted painting, roofing, and window company. One out, nobody on for the catcher, Jonah Heim. He was robbed by Jake Cronenworth back in the first inning, 0 for 1. First pitch to him is a called strike. Switch hitter batting right-handed this time. Went the other way against the starter Morgan. Oh, 1 pitch. And Heim fights it off and fouls it back, 0-2. Jonah Heim has a young daughter. And in a game a couple of years ago between the Rangers and the Angels at the Big A, the scoreboard operator put something up on the board when he came to bat. There was along the lines of, Jonah Heim missed a great opportunity to name his daughter Anna. Anna Heim.
Very nice.
Yeah, cleverly done by the Halo scoreboard crew. One out, nobody on. 1-1 game, top of the 4th inning. 0-2 to Heim. The pitch is grounded slowly left side. Manny to his left, cuts in front of Bogaerts. He's got it, and the one-footed throw to first is in time. A couple of ground ball outs here for Kyle Hart. 2 away in the top of the 4th inning.
This is how it's supposed to go for Kyle Hart. He's not a guy who's going to get a ton of swing and miss. He's looking for soft contact. Exactly what he's got in the last 2 ABs. Weak grounder to short, weak grounder to third. Needs another out to get out of this inning.
Pitch to Berger is a little bit inside, ball 1. Rangers a run on 4 hits, Padres a run on 3 hits. 1-0 pitch, and Berger steps into it, pops it up right behind second base. Cronenworth is on the grass, calls off Bogaerts, he makes the catch. And how about 8 up, 8 down for Kyle Hart in long relief here tonight. A 1-2-3 4th inning, and after 3.5, 1-1 against.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
WaterSoCal.com. Your water should be perfect.
Bogarts, Cronenworth, and Brooks, 6-7 inning coming up for the Padres in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-1 game. Jack Leiter is still out there for the Rangers, but coming up on 80 pitches, and there is action in the Texas bullpen. So we'll see how long Bruce Bochy sticks with him here. Rangers got an RBI double from Corey Seager, second batter of the game against David Morgan. They haven't scored since. Padres last inning got an RBI single from Luis Arraez to plate Fernando, who had stolen second base after starting the inning with a walk. Leiter has really been made to work. First pitch coming, and Xander takes at the bottom of the zone. That's a slider for a called strike, 0-1. Bogarts 0 for 1. He flew out to very deep center field in his first at bat. Swings and misses, strike two. That was with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the first inning. Just missed.
Just one of the better executed sliders there from Jack Leiter. Got it below the zone. Bogarts over the top. Behind 0-2.
Here it comes. And Xander checks his swing and another slider down. They appeal, but he didn't go. 1-2. So 3 straight sliders now. Probably where Leiter wants them. And doesn't that kind of tell you everything you need to know about a young pitcher?
100%.
Locking in as he gets ready to throw his 80th pitch of the night in the fourth inning. 1-2. And Bogart swings, serves one into center field. Long run, Carter coming in. That's down and a base hit. 2-strike knock for Bogarts in a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
I would say after a couple hits he got snatched away from him yesterday, he was due this one. Off the end of the bat, little soft serve in the center field for a leadoff knock.
So a man aboard for Jake Cronenworth, who had a 7-pitch battle with Leiter his last AB. Ended up lining to right. And he takes a fastball outside, 1-0. Padres are 8-5 in rubber games this year. The Rangers are 7-6. For a series of a long homestand for the Padres. 1-0 pitch fouled away. First series of a long road trip for the Rangers going into the All-Star break. Padres stay here to host the Diamondbacks 4-game series beginning tomorrow. Yu Darvish will make his season debut. And then the Phillies are in town next weekend, final 3 games before the break. Rangers, meanwhile, will head up to Anaheim and then finish next weekend in Houston. 1-1, Cronenworth swings, sends it in the air high, but not deep to right field. Adolis Garcia a little bit into right center, and coming in, he makes the catch. Out number 1, Bogarts back to first base.
Certainly excited to see you on the mound tomorrow. I remember the kind of boost it gave the Padres when he returned from the IL in September last year. Padres certainly seem to play some inspired baseball. Maybe get a little boost here headed into the break.
Bogarts hit first, 1 out. Trenton Brooks swings, hits a ground ball to the right side. Simeon way to his left has it. Long throw to second. forces Bogaerts, and a good pickup there by the shortstop, Seager. Never a chance to get two with how far Simeon had to travel, but nicely done to get the lead runner. So Brooks aboard on the fielder's choice, 2 outs, and Martin Maldonado coming out.
Ball hit in the hole there, and Bogey kind of stutter step because that ball was hit right at him, was trying to avoid it, slowed him down a little bit, but he was only able to get the lead runner. Martin Maldonado comes to the plate.
Maldonado tried to ambush a first pitch fastball in his last AB, but fouled it away and eventually struck out. Brooks at first, 2 outs, tie game. And first pitch swinging, he lines it into center field. That's a base hit. Hard hit knock for Martin Maldonado. So now 2 on and 2 out. The order going to turn over, and I'm looking down at the Ranger dugout to see if Bruce Bochy is going to come up the stairs, and he will. Not going to let Leiter face Fernando Tatis Jr. a third time. Fernando has already singled and walked and scored the only Padre run of the day. So a laborious evening for Jack Leiter will come to a close after 84 pitches. He'll depart with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And boy, you can see the stuff, but the Padres really...
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Huge selection of premium high-end choices to quality budget-friendly options. Sid's has you covered. Padres in a 1-1 game in the bottom of the 4th inning have 2 on and 2 out. Fernando will stand in to face the lefty Lats. Second shortest outing of the year for Jack Leiter. First pitch on the way from the southpaw, and Fernando lifts up the hands, takes down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, Lats has done some starting for them. He's done some long relieving for them. He's a guy that is stretched all the way out. He can give you 80, 90 pitches if you need it. 1-0 to Tatis, the pitch. And Fernando spins away from an inside fastball. The bat went flying. And now it's 2-0.
.94-mile-per-hour heater. Up and in. Count moves to 2-0. Toddy in an aggressive count here.
Maldonado at first, Brooks at second. 2-0 to Tatis. Lats ready, here's the pitch. And Fernando rips it on a line, fair up the left field side. Brooks rounding third, he's going to score. Maldonado is speeding towards third. He's going to be waved by Tim Leeper. The throw comes into third, relay to the plate, the tag, and he's safe. Martin Maldonado just scored from first. And a 2-run double for Fernando as the Padres lead for the first time tonight. It's 3-1.
I think this one's going to be challenged. Maldonado just kind of fell on home plate. I don't know if we could classify it as a dive. That piano was placed on his back.
Texas is challenging the safe call at home plate.
I mean, you could see the moment he ran out of gas, and it was about 3 steps before home plate. And it was bang, bang. He slid in head first, got the hand on the dish, but it certainly appeared as if Heim tagged him on the wallet right before the hand got to home plate, but it's close. Getting a good look at it now, and yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
So that will end the inning, but the Padres are going to go ahead.
Can there be a double challenge on this in terms of
blocking the plate?
Blocking the plate?
Absolutely.
I would challenge it just because at this point.
You know, the throw took him where he went. So by the rule, I think he's fine, Heim, to be where he was.
Yeah.
But we've seen enough of those that
you might as well.
So obviously the Padres have not yet challenged that because for the moment Maldonado is safe. But if it gets overturned, sure, the Padres would have the opportunity if they wanted to say Heim illegally blocked the plate. But again, I think the throw took him over there, which is one of the cutouts in that rule. Although, was he set up where he wasn't supposed to be at first?
That's what I'm looking at. Before the throw gets there, he's already got his foot on the bag.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is out. Texas will retain their challenge.
Doesn't look like Mike Schilt is going to challenge the rest of that play. So it goes down as an RBI double for Tatis. And the Padres will take a 2-1 lead to the 5th inning here.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is oppo taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an oppo taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives in
Out of the 5th inning, Kyle Hart working with a lead for the first time tonight as the Padres have gone ahead of the Rangers 2-1. Had Martin Maldonado thrown out at the plate to end the inning on review. Good relay from Simeon, the second baseman, basically standing near third base. Here's Kyle Higashioka, and he takes in the dirt. Ball 1 from Kyle Hart. So the Padres were down 1-0 after 1. Tied it in the 3rd and have gone ahead in the 4th. 9-1-2 for the Rangers here in the 5th inning. So far, so good for Kyle Hart. 1-0 pitch, and Higashioka takes at the top of the zone. That was a breaking ball strike, 1-1.
A lot of soft contact for Kyle Hart. On the flip side, Padres 2 for 3 with runners in scoring position after that hit from Toddy.
Quality of the at-bat today has been really good.
Yeah.
1-1, and Higgy cues in foul on the ground right side, 1-2.
I said that going into Monday's game against the Rangers. That's seemingly where it needs to start for the Padres offense. Just getting back to having those type of at-bats has tended to lead to fruitful things happening for the Padres offensively.
1-2 pitch is fouled straight back. Talked earlier about what a popular teammate Kyle Higashioka was here in San Diego in his 1 year. Got to visit with a lot of guys the last couple of days. But now that he's on the other side, some of the dirty laundry is coming out. According to the scoreboard and Jeff Pront's Fun Facts, Kyle got a song banned from the clubhouse last year for overdoing it. Ground ball to third, Manny's got it. Throw across the diamond is in time, one away. Grounded round by Rat was banned by the other players last year because Kyle was playing it too often.
Yeah, that could be a sore spot for a team, a guy on the aux cord and playing the same song over and over again. Teammates can't step in and ban you.
Would have never come out had he come back here, but now we all know. Top of the order, Josh Smith. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Lefty to lefty against Kyle Hart. First pitch to him is ripped over the head of Arise and just foul at first base, strike one. Question of the day brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. If you have questions about your health, visit kp.org/San Diego. Kaiser Permanente for all that is you. Before we get to Dustin and Boise's question, Dave has an editor's note tonight. And Dave says, thank you for the many great questions, although he misspelled the word question, that came in tonight. Remember, if we don't get to yours tonight, we may answer it during an upcoming game. There is no A in the word questions, Dave. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Dustin in Boise says, Tony, at what age were you when you fully understood how much of a legend and how respected your dad was?
12. 12 was the precise age that I kind of understood it. It took me a while. I was a little slow coming to the party on that.
0-2, and Smith pops it into left field. Gavin Sheets coming in, looking up into the gloaming, and reaching to his right to make the catch. Second out of the inning.
You come home from, or go to school after a weekend of Padres baseball, and people were asking you about your dad. It just didn't dawn on me until I was about 12 that, okay, my dad is this isn't something that everybody's dad gets to do very often, and yeah, it started to become a little more noticeable to me at that point.
I can see that, though. I mean, your normal is your normal.
Right.
Yeah. Here's Corey Seager, lefty to lefty, 2 outs, nobody on, and a swing and a miss. He has not seen a first pitch fastball tonight.
I don't think he's going to. I would love to know what percentage of first pitch fastballs he sees, period. He's one of the most notorious first pitch swinging guys in the league with damage.
0-1. And a little bit up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. David Morgan got the first 4 outs. And Kyle Hart has gotten the last 10. 10 up, 10 down. And he has seen the Padres hop ahead here 2-1. Ball and a strike. And the pitch to Seager is lined the other way foul, 1-2. Thanks to Dustin and Boise for our question of the day. Remember to submit yours. Just go to 97.3 The Fan. SD.com/question. That's question, Question. Question. No A. 1-2. And Seager checks, takes a little bit up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seager has driven in the only Ranger run of the night, an RBI double back in the first inning. And like Martin Maldonado, he was thrown out at the plate in this game, although far less dramatically. 2-2, and a swing and a foul ball that Maldonado nearly squeezed, but it ended up popping out of his glove and landing at home plate. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seager tried to score on a contact play ground ball hit to first base back in the first inning, but Arise threw him out by about 10 feet. 2-2 again. Now the pitch from Hart. And Seager flinches, takes right on the inside corner. Strike 3 called. Another 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Hart, who has retired all 11 men that he has faced. Midway here at Petco Park. Padres 2, Rangers 1 on the Padres Radio Network.
San Diego, if you love both flavors, it's time for an adventure at Sinley Food. For 5
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is oppo taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an oppo taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Lefty Jacob Latz after Jack Leiter started for Texas. Leiter had a tough night, but, I guess only 2 runs. First pitch on the way, and Merrill takes down and away, ball 1. Leiter 3 2/3, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. And he threw 85 pitches, 54 of which were strikes. A lot of getting ahead, but not being able to finish. 1-0, grounded foul at first base. Now 1-1 to Merrill. Second shortest start of the year for Leiter. He had 1 when he went 3 1/3. He went 3 2/3 here. I guess it could have been worse. And they seemed ready for it with Latz available in long relief. 1-1, Merrill rolls over, grounds it deep to first base. Berger has it. Underhand flip to Latz, covering is in time. And 1 away as Manny gets ready to step to the plate for the 3rd time tonight. Struck out both times against Leiter. Now he gets a look at Latz. Here comes the Lumber, brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers. Fix it, build it, enjoy it. Manny Machado collected his first major league hit August 9th of 2012, a triple at Camden Yards against Will Smith of the Royals. Pitch here is in the dirt, ball 1. So his first major league hit, August 9th, 2012. His 1,000th major league hit, August 9th, 6 years later at Coors Field. 1-0, and Manny takes inside. Number 1,500 in June of 2022 as a Padre at Wrigley. And now 2 away from 2,000. Celebrating his 33rd birthday here tonight. 2-0 the pitch. And Manny takes low, 3 balls and no strikes.
And a little more patient in this at bat. Ahead 3-0 to Jacob Latz.
You might hear some boos if he walks. Everybody wants to see some history. 3-0 pitch is swung on and popped up. Foul ground first base. Berger over to the side wall. He's not going to have a play. It comes down to the 12th row. First section beyond the Padre dugout, and now 3-1.
Had a sneaky suspicion the 3-0 light was active there. As will the 3-1.
One out, nobody on. Padres ahead 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Latz is set. The lefty delivers, and Manny swings, pops it up, foul out of play, 3-2. One out, nobody on. The 3-2 to Machado. Manny swings, grounds it to the left side. To his left, Smith gobbles it up. Third baseman has it, and a throw to first is in time. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still a shot tonight for Manny to get a couple of knocks. But it's going to require the Padre offense coming to life a little bit here.
Luis Arraez 2 for 2 on the night. Average up to 294, getting closer to that 300 mark that we all expect at this point.
He has had quite a series of the dish. Lefty to lefty here. Latz delivers a fastball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. So yeah, 2 for 2 tonight. That makes him 7 for 11 in this series. It's just not something you normally see or say. Pitch here fouled back, and now no balls, 2 strikes. The last time Luis went into a day with a batting average 300 or better was all the way back on May 22nd. Went 2 for 5 against the Blue Jays that day and was hitting 304. Had an 0 for the next night in Atlanta, and he hasn't been back at 300 since. But it has been a quick ascent here this weekend.
A lot of his damage in this series has come against left-handed pitching, too.
Ground ball here off the glove of the pitcher, Latz. It rolls out to Seager at short, and his throw to first is just in time to end a 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th inning. On to the 6th at Petco Park. It is the Padres 2 and the Rangers 1.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Seconds for station identification on the Padres radio network.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
Hey, what's up? This is Nick Pavetta. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
And Odyssey Sports Station.
Perfect for the beach of the ballpark. Don't miss the City Connect Straw Hat presented by San Diego Community Power. Limited to the first 40,000 fans in attendance. Secure yours. The game against the Diamondbacks this Wednesday by visiting Padres.com/giveaways. Very, very limited tickets still available for that Wednesday game. Everybody wants the big City Connect Straw Hat, as modeled by Tony Gwynn Jr. at soccer games all over Southern California.
This one's quite sporty with the City Connect lining underneath. I think this is going to be a very popular item.
No doubt about it. All right, Jeremiah Estrada takes over for Kyle Hart, who went 11 up, 11 down. 1-run game. Simeon leads off. And Estrada's first pitch is swung on and popped up first base. Luis Arraez over towards the line, now crossing just into foul territory behind first base. And he makes the catch, 1 out. And this strikes me as aggressive, not in a bad way, but aggressive by Mike Schilt, because it certainly feels like he could have gotten more out of Kyle Hart, but he's going to his leverage guys here in a 1-run game.
I think that seemed very planned. against this particular lineup. Get Kyle out with some confidence and effective in the time he was out. Now you can turn it over to a rested bullpen.
Adolis Garcia takes down the middle, strike one.
I don't know that there's been too many occasions where the bullpen has been as rested as we've seen here in the past week or so.
Hart 3 2/3 perfect innings, couple of strikeouts, 43 pitches, 32 were strikes. He was awesome in his return to the major leagues. Oh, and 1 the pitch. And Garcia hits it hard but foul in the air right side. 0-2.
I mean, really, even Kyle Hart, there was not even a hard foul ball that he surrendered. Everything was soft contact. I imagine that's how they envisioned this bulk load going today.
One of them best case scenarios. 0-2 is high to Garcia. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garcia 1 out of 2 with a single. He's also grounded out. David Morgan started for the Padres, got 4 outs, allowed a run on 4 hits. Then Hart, now Estrada. Padres up 2-1. Here's the 1-2, check swing on a fastball up, and the count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. Estrada ready. Now the 2-2 pitch, and Garcia swings and misses. Strike 3. Had him way out in front of a splitter. And 2 out here in the 6th.
That was nasty. Not a ton of movement, but the change in velocity is so extreme. Going from 98 to 83. Gets the punch of Garcia.
Now the left-hand hitting Evan Carter, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch from Estrada is right on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Jeremiah set and ready at the belt. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Carter swings and misses, strike 2.
That had some tilt to it right there. Good split, fading down and away. Quickly ahead, 0-2.
Estrada comes set and ready, trying for a 1-2-3 6th inning. 0-2 to Carter. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Couple of Ks for Estrada, who needs just 9 pitches to get 3 outs in a 1-2-3 6th. And Padre pitching has now set down 14 in a row after 5.5. Padres 2, Rangers 1 on the Padres Radio Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me!
Put a cape on him.
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness.
It'll be Gavin Sheets, Xander Bogaerts, and Jake Cronenworth.
Sheets to face left-hander Jacob Latz for the first time tonight. Padres ahead 2-1. Every Friday home game is a party in the park presented by Southwest Airlines. Start your weekend with $5 drink specials, live music, and more in fully renovated Gallagher Square from the time gates open until first pitch. Explore all Friday games at Padres.com/party. First pitch, and Sheets leans back from a breaking ball, misses a little bit high, maybe inside, and ball one. Bottom half, inning number 6. The Trustin will score. The Padres 2 and the Rangers 1. Latz has faced 4 batters. And the 1-0 is down and away. Check swing appeal. He didn't offer. Count 2 balls, no strikes. Jack Leiter started for the Rangers. Gave up a couple of runs in 3 2/3 through a ton of pitches. As Tony said, it's Sheets with Bogaerts and Cronenworth to follow. 2-0. And Gavin takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by KMG Psychiatry, official mental health partner of the Padres Radio Network, offering TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation, to lift the fog of depression and restore clarity. 2-1 pitch, and Sheets tips it into the catcher's mitt, strike 2. Visit KMGPsychiatry.com. At Dodgers Stadium, the Astros beat LA 5-1 to complete a 3-game sweep. Better believe it, Christian Walker homered again at Dodger Stadium.
Terrorizing the Dodgers.
Unbelievable. Here's the 2-2, and Sheets hits a ground ball to the left of the mound. Seager kind of circles around it at short. His throw to first is just in time. Seager kind of took his time with it. Gavin was busting up the line. So it was bang-bang, but they get the out, 1 away. 45 games at Dodger Stadium for Christian Walker, 21 career homers.
They thought they had gotten rid of him finally. He's out of the division. Well, here he is. Terrorizing the Dodgers again in a 3-game set.
They have to hand over the title to Dodger Stadium to Christian Walker. Bogaerts takes a curveball, strike nothing and 1. There is another game going on, by the way, and that is in West Sacramento, where the Giants lead the A's 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Giants A's doesn't quite feel like what it once did. Hard hit grounder, foul the other way.
No, it doesn't.
One thing when you drive across the Bay Bridge to do it. Now you're going up the West Sac to play at a AAA park.
By the way, one of their AAA team plays in that ballpark. So,
yeah, how weird is that going to be for like the Giants guys who've kind of been up and down a couple times this year? Where am I?
I thought I got rid of this place.
This clubhouse is even worse than the other one. 0-2 is low, ball and 2 strikes. Weird times for the Athletics.
That's right. They're now on the visiting side. I didn't think about that. The home side has this nice, luscious AAA clubhouse, and the visiting side gets netted.
Ball low, 2-2 to Xander. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th. Padres 2, Rangers 1. Blue Jays won again today. Beat the Angels 3-2. Toronto's won 8 straight. Yankees ended their 6-game losing streak. Avoided the brooms at Citi Field. Beat the Mets 6-4. 2-2 the pitch. And Bogaerts reaches for it. Pokes it in the air up the left field line. Langford, long run coming in. Not going to get there. Comes down at a base hit. And for the second time tonight, Xander gets a little love after the great defensive plays took away a pair of hits in yesterday's game. It all evens out here tonight.
And this one right in front of the guy who was the culprit of those robberies. And even his athleticism couldn't get him in position to make the play. Xander has his second hit of the night.
It's good when the baseball universe takes care of you that way, because so often it feels like it doesn't.
Especially for the offensive guy.
Yeah. So 1 out base runner for Cronenworth, who's 0 for 2. Lefty to lefty. And the first pitch from Latz way outside, ball 1. In Philly, Zach Wheeler, complete game 1 hitter. Phillies beat the Reds 3-1. Austin Hayes homered in the 5th. That was the only hit he allowed. And the Phils up on the Mets a game and a half in the East.
You can honestly say after watching him perform against the Padres, you can see that one coming.
Might not be the last one.
No.
Phillies will be here next weekend. Final 3 games before the All-Star break. 2-0 the pitch, and Cronenworth takes outside. So, I mean, you know, I'm admittedly terrible at pitching rotation map, but if Darvish is going to go tomorrow, odds are you're going to see him, assuming health, over the weekend against the Phillies.
He will. Won't be against Wheeler, because I think Wheeler will probably throw that first game of that series, but
3-0 is outside ball 4.
Certainly having a guy like you, Darvish, back is a boost just from a mental standpoint. Seeing him kind of build up to this point and now going tomorrow.
First and second, 1 out. Jose Iglesias going to pinch hit for Trenton Brooks with a left-hander Latz on the mound. This is the DH spot. Iglesias started at second base yesterday, 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Hitting .222 on the year, 21 runs batted in. Some of those 21 RBIs, big ones, putting a couple of game winners. Yeah. One other score to let you know about in Cleveland. Tigers beat the Guardians 7-2 and 10. Cleveland has lost 10 in a row. Tigers are up in the division 13 and a half games on the second-place Twins. And the Guardians were this close to winning that game today. Had a 1-0 lead in the 9th inning, and a wild pitch tied the game. And then they gave it up big time in the 10th inning. First pitch to Iglesias is cued foul off the end of the bat, back behind home plate, 0-1. Great job by Dave putting together those out-of-town scoreboard notes every night. I always read something that I didn't realize until he hands it to me. 2 on and 1 out, 2-1 Padres, 6th inning. The 0-1 pitch is on the way, and Iglesias takes down and in, a ball and a strike. Padres in the loss yesterday, 1 out of 6 with runners in scoring position. Went 4 for 12 in the win here on Friday. 2 for 3 so far tonight. Cronenworth, huge lead at first, and Bogart's at second. Here's the 1-1. And Iglesias takes up and away, 2 balls and a strike.
Really, it seems like the Padres, although they haven't busted this thing open, the at-bats up and down the lineup have been a whole lot better tonight.
I know there aren't a lot of people in the world who watch every pitch the way you and I do, but I'm right there with you. I mean, it looks different, and I get it. The dam hasn't broken yet. As you said, they've got 2 runs. They're kind of scraping by here. But it's a completely different look than we saw, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. 2-1 to Iglesias. Runners were runner looking, but don't go, and a foul ball back 2-2.
We saw this for, I think, 1 inning in Philly, and that turned out to be the inning that helped them win game 1 of that doubleheader. But we really hadn't seen a sustained 1 through 9 type good at bats. Really until yesterday was really the first day I think we've seen it in a while.
Two and 2 to Iglesias. Latz delivers, and Jose hits it in the air to right field. Garcia came in a step. Now he backs up 2, reaches up to make the catch. Neither runner will try and advance. So 2 on and 2 out will be left up to the number 9 hitter, Martin Maldonado.
Maldi lined to single up the middle his last AB. Look to see if he can repeat that again.
He was thrown out trying to score from first base on a double by Tatis. And, I mean, he almost made it. They had to review it in order to get the out call. But he was doing everything he possibly could physically to get there. First pitch on the way from Latz, and Maldonado swings, pops it up foul out of play right side, 0-1.
It wasn't for without trying. I mean, Maldi was picking him up and putting him down as fast as he could. Just wasn't fast enough.
Padres 2, Rangers 1, 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-1 to Maldonado. Runners started and stopped. Martin takes outside, and now 1-1. Bogarts obviously leading the way on the double steal as the lead runner started and then literally put up a stop sign for Cronenworth with his hand.
I don't know that I've ever seen that before. He started to go, and I think he was concerned that Cronin was going to be headed his way. Put his arm out to give his own stop sign.
We always like more communication as opposed to less. Ground ball left side, diving attempt, can't get it. Smith couldn't reach it into left field. Bogarts on his way, the throw and the tag. It squirts away from Heim. He's safe. Both runners will advance behind the play, and the Padres add on. It's 3-1.
How about Martin Maldonado? Back-to-back knocks. This one, the RBI version, and the Padres add to the lead. Gets it through the left side. And Rangers had it set up well. Langford with a great throw. Heim dekes. But Bogart slides in hard. Heim can't control it. 3-1 ball game.
That insurance run brought to you by Pine Solomon Personal Injury Lawyers. Don't let any insurance company convince you that's enough. Let the strong team of local San Diego lawyers at Pine Solomon pursue the compensation you deserve. Learn more at SiriusAccidents.com to schedule your free case consultation. Intentional walk here to Fernando Tatis Jr., and that'll load the bases for Jackson Merrill against the left-hander Jacob Latz.
Love what I saw from Todd. He got the indication that he was being intentionally walked, turned to Jackson Merrill to kind of boost him up here with the bases loaded.
First pitch on the way. Merrill takes, and a fastball outside, 1-0. They gave an error to Langford, by the way, on that throw home that kicked away from Heim.
I don't know, that should be his error. Perfect throw.
1-0 to Merrill. Jackson swings, sends it in the air to right center field. Carter, long run, on the move. He'll get there to make the catch right in front of the track, and that will end the inning. Padres get a run on 2 hits. There was an error, and they leave them loaded for the second time tonight.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the...
Putting up against the new Padre pitcher, all-star Jason Adam. Takes over for Estrada, who had a 1-2-3 6th inning with a couple of strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline is your 15-minute instant drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for directions and discounts. That's SoCalOilChange.com. Top of the 7th, Trustin will score. The Padres 3 and the Rangers 1. And if you're wondering about Jason Adam in the 7th inning, My guess involves Adrian Morejon and the top of the Ranger batting order. First pitch to Langford is right down the middle, and a slider for a strike, 0-1. Normally, quote-unquote, we'd see Adam in the 8th, but with Smith and Seager, the top two hitters in their batting order, both left-handed, you might be saving Morejon for that lane. Here's the 0-1, swing and a foul tip, held, strike 2. And those guys are like 5 batters away.
Makes sense. Shuffle up the deck a little bit, knowing that that's the part of the lineup that is probably most dangerous in this Rangers lineup.
No balls and 2 strikes to Langford, who has grounded out and walked in 2 trips tonight. Adams' pitch is inside off the glove of the catcher Maldonado, ball 1. And again, congratulations to Jason Adam on his first career All-Star selection. This guy's 33 years old. He'll turn 34 in a month. And an All-Star for the first time. 1-2 pitch right on the outside corner, top of the zone, strike 3 called. 1 away here in the 7th inning.
Good start for the All-Star. Locates the changeup. It's up, but it's located on the outside corner, top of the zone. Langford goes down looking.
So 1 out, nobody on for the switch hitting catcher Jonah Heim. They got the wave going at Petco. And first pitch down and in, ball 1. Gather your crew and upgrade your game day in one of Petco Park's private and renovated suites. Perfect for hosting clients, birthday parties, and family reunions. Suites make for an elevated game day experience. Start planning your outing now at Padres.com/suites. 1-0 to Heim, swung on and missed. Padres used an opener tonight. David Morgan, he got 4 outs. Kyle Hart, 11 up, 11 down as the bulk guy. Estrada the 6th, now it's Adam in the 7th. And a pitch low, 2-1. As the wave comes around home plate, heads up clockwise around the third base line. Looks like another sellout crowd here downtown.
Pretty typical.
2-1, and a swing and a miss, strike 2. Jason Adam, all kinds of stops and starts on his journey. Ups and downs, major injuries, and now an All-Star. 2-2. Heim checks his swing, takes down and in. They appeal to third, he didn't go. And a full count, 3-2. And we were talking about this earlier. To be a relief pitcher who's not a closer and get to the All-Star game, that's not an easy hill to climb.
No.
3-2 to Heim, and a ground ball foul right side.
It's an extremely tough hill to climb. A lot of closers will get the nod. Some heavy use middle relief guys would get the nod. Obviously, the starters are the starters. Just shows you how good Jason Adam has been this season.
1 out, nobody on. The 3-2 pitch, and Heim hits a ground ball to second base. Cronenworth backs all the way up to the outfield grass to field it, and his throw to first is in time, 2 down. Padre pitching on some kind of roll right now. 16 in a row set down. Rangers have not had a hit since this guy, Jake Berger, led off the second with an infield single to third base. Padres 3, Rangers 1. It is, by the way, a sellout. 40,711. First pitch to Berger, a right-handed batter, is a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Seen Berger previously with the White Sox and the Marlins. He was the Miami home run and RBI leader last year. Traded to the Rangers back in December. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. And when he got to Texas, it was the first time in his big league career he had the opportunity to pick his own uniform number. And he chose number 21. That's what he's wearing there. And his daughter, Penelope, who's not yet a year old, has Down syndrome. And the chromosome that leads to Down syndrome is the 21st chromosome, and he is wearing number 21 for his daughter, Penelope.
That's awesome.
Pitch, tap, foul, 1-2. Not only that, Jake and his wife, their family, they've started a foundation to raise awareness, raise money for folks with Down syndrome. Apparently, whenever they're on the road, he finds a place to go to volunteer some time, show up, help out wherever he can. Using his platform in an incredibly positive way. Ball high, 2-2.
When something hits that close to home, in a lot of ways you feel obligated to get out and try to help more people that may not have the kind of platform that he has.
2-2, and Berger taps it foul at the plate. Base is empty, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Padres 3 and the Rangers 1. Manny Machado will lead off in the bottom of the 7th. 2 hits shy of 2,000. And hitless here on his 33rd birthday. Two to Berger. And a ground ball to third base. That'll find its way through and a base hit. Perfectly splits Machado and Bogaerts. Second knock of the night for Berger. Ends a stretch of 16 in a row retired by Padre pitching. And he now has their only 2 hits since the first inning.
Got a slider in the middle of the plate. Yanks it through the left side. 2-out knock for Berger.
That'll keep it going for Kyle Higashioka, who had the huge night last night, but 0 for 2 here this evening. And now Maldonado is going to go out and Chad Ruben Niebla, also on his way out from the first base dugout. Higgy last night, 3 for 3, a 2-run homer, a couple of RBI singles, a sac fly, stole a base. Became the first Ranger catcher to ever have a 5 RBI game and steal a base the same night. Career high 17 home runs as a Padre last year. Last night, his second as a Ranger. We had a nice chat with Kyle yesterday before the game. One of the funny things he mentioned was playing in a dome stadium.
Never get to see the sun, he said.
Never get to see the sky.
In my mind, I was thinking, I don't know if you really want to see it at the place you're at.
Certainly don't want to feel it. Runner on first, 2 outs, tying run at the plate. Now to visit over. Adam is set and ready. And the first pitch to Higashioka is a breaking ball up and in. 1-0 from Adam.
Of course, at the previous stadium, you pretty much had a front row seat to the sun. At least that's how it felt.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. 1-0 pitch. And Higashioka's swing sends it in the air to left center field. Merrill and Sheets coming together. It'll be Merrill. And he makes the catch to end the inning. No runs, a hit by Berger. He's left on base. We have reached the middle of the 7th inning. It's the Padres 3 and the Rangers 1.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Filtration, you actually can. Their cutting-edge systems give you pure, fresh water, perfect for the whole family, kids.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app.
Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line $100 plus a month on experience beyond finance agreement $999.99 and qualifying forwarded. For well-qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay off via virtual prepaid card over 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
3-1 ball game as we enter the bottom of the 7th. Hit up MLBshop.com for the largest and latest selections of jerseys, caps, hoodies, and accessories to keep you in the game all year long. Gear up, game on at MLBshop.com, the official online shop of your San Diego Padres.
Manny Machado going to lead off in the bottom of the 7th inning, 2 hits shy of 2,000 in his major league career. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Bulkhead Energy, built by heroes for heroes. The go-to energizer for military, first responders, and essential workers of all professions. Drink Bulkhead Energy, fuel for heroes. Go to bulkheadenergy.com. Manny 0 for 3 tonight, couple of strikeouts. Facing the lefty Latz for a second time. He grounded to third against him in the 5th inning. First pitch on the way, and Machado swings, pops it up behind home plate. Heim will give it a peek, but it's closer to us than to him. And the count is 0-1. Manny turns 33 years old today. 0-1 from Latz. The lefty delivers, and Machado fouls it straight back on a line, 0-2. One hit yesterday, number 1998. Couple of hits here on Independence Day Friday, including that long home run in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-2, and Machado swings, hits it in the air to deep center field. Carter going back into right center, and just onto the warning track, he makes the over-the-shoulder catch for the first out of the inning.
And he gave it a ride. Deepest part of the yard, and Carter able to track it down for out number 1.
Looked a lot like the ball that Carter caught to end the last inning. That was hit by Jackson Merrill. Here's Luis Arraez, 2 for 3 with an RBI single, tied the game back in the 3rd inning. Padres with a 2-run lead now in the 7th. And Arraez steps back, takes a slider for a strike on the outside part of the play, 0-1. As anticipated, Adrian Morejon is warming for the Pods. Here's the 0-1, and Arraez sprays it foul the other way, strike 2. Worked out perfectly. Adam ended up facing 4 guys in the top of the inning, so it'll be the lefties to start against Morejon in the 8th.
It's lined up just as Mike Schilt would want it. Why he sent the guys out in the order he did.
One of those A-team things. Love it when a plan comes together. 0-2 to Arraez. And Luis out in front, swings and misses at a changeup, strike 3.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You very rarely, I don't know if I've ever said that to Luis Arraez. Good changeup, completely fooled Luis. All he could do was smile mid-swing as he realized he was going to be out in front for out number 2.
Yeah, I think Latz wants to save the baseball. Only the 9th time that Arraez has struck out this season, the 2nd time in this series. And quick look, I think it's the first time all year he struck out twice in one series. Here's Sheets, lefty to lefty, takes inside.
That's incredible.
Not only that, it's the first time the same team has struck him out twice this year.
You only get one. If you're one of those teams, by the way. You only got 9 on the year.
Sheets takes in the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes.
The Rangers double dipping in the strikeout of Luis Arraez.
That is just incredible. Pitch outside to Sheets, and now 3-0. So his strikeouts this year, 1 in Sacramento, 1 against the Cubs, 1 at Yankee Stadium, 1 in Toronto, 1 in Atlanta, 1 against Kansas City, 1 in Cincinnati, and then now 2 here this weekend. Fastball strike.
No NL West teams in there.
That is correct.
See those guys too many times. It's going to be tough.
3-1 to Sheets with 2 outs, nobody on. And a foul ball straight back, 3-2. So yeah, that's an interesting point you make, by the way. I'm counting on the fly here, so bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his 9 strikeouts this year against American League teams.
Yeah. Not seeing those guys as much. Database not as deep, maybe.
3-2 hit hard on the ground and up the middle into right center, a base hit. Gavin Sheets aboard for the 2nd time tonight. Drew a walk back in the 1st inning. And a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Another lefty-to-lefty hit for Gavin Sheets. And Xander Bogaerts, who's got a couple of knocks tonight, is coming up with Padres ahead of the Rangers 3-1.
That just continues to impress, man. Lefty on lefty. Almost to the point now where you're not even paying attention to the lefty on lefty matchup. Bullet up the middle, 2-out knock. That brings Xander to the plate.
Bryce Johnson will run for Sheets and presumably stay into play left field. Latz with a long pause. Now he's just going to step off and reset. Yeah, I mean, the Arraez strikeout stuff is so remarkable when you particularly consider the context of today's game.
Yeah.
I mean, almost everybody is striking out almost all the time. That's painting with a broad brush, I mean. And then this guy is just now struck out in the same series twice for the first time all year. Pitch in the dirt, 1-0 to Bogaerts.
It's just the exact opposite of what you expect to see in today's game.
Johnson at first, 2 down in the bottom of the 7th inning. Padres 3 and the Rangers 1. Trying to win a rubber game and begin this final homestand before the All-Star break on a high note. 1-0 pitch. Bogaerts takes on the outside corner and a called strike, 1-1. Johnson runs, pitches low, check swing, throw to second is not in time. So it's a ball and a steal.
Great jump. Bryce off to the races. First move. Bogey able to lay off the head first slide. Gets in just ahead of the tag. Padres with another runner in scoring position here. Looking for some 2-out magic.
Johnson 2 for 2, stealing bases now. So a guy at second base for Bogaerts who's ahead in the count. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Way inside, ball 3. Jake Cronenworth waiting on deck, drew a walk against Latz last inning. Three and one. Here it comes. Xander takes a changeup low, ball 4. So Bogaerts aboard safely for the 3rd straight trip. And now 2 on and 2 out for Cronenworth as Mike Maddox, who's certainly earned his steps today, makes another trip out to the mound.
Cron 0 for 2 on the evening. Walked his last AB. But certainly has swung the bat well in this series. Luke Jackson begins to get loose in the Ranger bullpen.
Had a rough go in the game last night. They brought him in to face Cronenworth. In the 7th inning, he walked Jake. Gave up a pinch hit single to Trenton Brooks. Then he walked Tatis. And was removed from the game. That's the guy they got warming up. Long mound visit. Maddox, I think, at this point, really just trying to get Jackson as much time as possible. And now he will chat with the plate umpire, Jim Wolf, as they very slowly make their way away from the pitcher's mound.
Stall tactic.
Oh, yeah.
There was nothing to conversate about at all, but Mike, as Jesse said, buying some time for Luke Jackson. Now the at-bat can commence.
Jim Wolf, as was the case last night with Alan Porter, great night calling balls and strikes. Padres 3, Rangers 1, 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ready to go, lefty to lefty. And Latz deals. Cronenworth out in front, swings and misses at a changeup, strike 1. Latz certainly appears to favor that pitch, and with good reason.
We know he's favoring it if he's throwing it lefty on lefty. It's just, you don't see it very often unless a guy is ultimately confident in that pitch.
0-1, here it comes, and Cronenworth swings, hits it hard on the ground up the middle into center. That's a base hit. Johnson speeding around third base. He'll come in to score. Jake Cronenworth, an RBI single, and the Padre lead is 4-1.
As I said, he's been swinging the bat well. Saw it in BP. Latz goes back to the heater, and Cronenworth goes right back to center. Base hit up the middle, RBI single, little 2-out magic. Padres with a 4-1 lead.
Bogaerts wheels all the way around to third base. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. Iglesias coming up, and Bruce Bochy will not allow him to face the left-hander Latz. Pitching change here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's now the Padres 4 and the Rangers 1 on the Padres Radio Network.
Deadline shift. Plans change. Surprise.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All-Star Week rolls up in the ATL, and MLB Network is your all-access pass, featuring all the top prospects in the Futures Game and Swingman Classic. All the selections from the first round of the MLB Draft.
The Washington Nationals select.
And all the swagger from celebrity softball to the All-Stars' big arrival on the red carpet show.
I mean, stars.
It's showtime in Hotlanta. All-Star Week, only on MLB Network, July 11th through 15th.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
One. As Jackson gets ready to face Jose Iglesias, who's 2 for 3 against him in his career with a home run. First and third, 2 outs, and Iglesias takes a first pitch slider outside, ball 1. Cronenworth, who just had the RBI single, is at first base, and Bogaerts is at third. Padres now out hitting the Rangers 10-5. Here's the 1-0, and Iglesias waits on a slider, then takes it for a strike. And the count is even 1-1. All 4 Padre runs tonight have come with 2 outs. Looking for more. Here's the 1-1. Iglesias swings and hits it sharply foul on the ground at third base. 1-2 now to Iglesias, who came on as a pinch hitter for the DH Trenton Brooks back in the 6th inning, and he flew to right. Beautiful night at jam-packed Petco Park. And a special hello to everyone out at Gallagher Square. They got us on time. Here's the 1-2. Cronenworth runs, and a hard hit grounder right to Simeon at second base. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time to end the inning, but the Padres grab another run on a couple of hits. They leave 2 guys on base, and we go to the 8th inning in San Diego.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping. You behave properly. Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the...
At great prices. Petco, official pet partner of the San Diego Padres.
Top of the 8th inning and top of the order for the Texas Rangers. Adrian Morejon is on to throw for the Padres, who have a 4-1 lead in this rubber game. Josh Smith, the left-handed hitter, was due up, but Bruce Bochy is going to play a card here and pinch hit the switch hitter, Sam Haggerty. Flew out as a pinch hitter in the 10th inning against Morejon here on Friday night. Hitting .250 on the year, a couple of homers, and 11 runs batted in. Adrian to face Seager and Simeon next. And a first pitch slider for a strike, 0-1. Padres out hitting the Rangers 10-5. Outscoring the Rangers 4-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Haggerty sends it in the air to right center field. Deep but playable. Fernando back looking into the night sky. And he makes the catch, one away. Time for our next game preview, but a reminder the party starts before the game on the Coaster Train. Join the winning team. Buy your Coaster Train tickets to Padre games and score big at gonctv.com/Padres. 6:40 tomorrow night against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And as you have no doubt heard by now, Yu Darvish will be on the mound for the Padres. 1 out, nobody on for Corey Seager, lefty to lefty against Morejon. And a first pitch fastball for Seager, but he fouls it back, strike one.
Not a strike, I might add. It was a sinker in off the plate. Corey, of course, hacking. 0-1.
Pitch on the way, and he takes on the inside corner. That was a good slider. And Adrian ahead of him, 0-2.
Oh, front door slider.
Seager has driven in the only Ranger run of the night, an RBI double back in the first inning. 0-2 pitch is a fastball way high. Padres tonight have not done one sexy thing, but they've got a 4-1 lead in the 8th inning. Here's the pitch, and Seager swings and misses, strike three. Blew a 97-mile-an-hour fastball past him, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
I would say that their at-bats have been consistently sexy tonight.
To someone like you.
Touché. Might not be attractive to other people watching, but certainly I think it's been a big part of why we've seen the offense just look better today. Long at-bats up and down the lineup.
Simeon swings at the first pitch and rips one into center field, a base hit. First hit of the night for Marcus Simeon, a 2-out single here in the 8th inning, and that was well struck right over the head of Morejon.
That sound doesn't get old. That is a ball hitting the barrel crispy. 2-out knock for Simeon.
So a man aboard for Adolis Garcia. Padres with a 3-run lead. Man on first, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Morejon's first pitch, and Garcia swings and misses, strike one. A little power versus power here. Morejon's got the great heater, and Garcia does not get cheated. A 1 pitch, and Garcia takes way high at 98. 1-1. And now Garcia uses his timeout, backs out of the box. Adrian dangles that left arm. Now he comes set and ready. The 1-1. Garcia swings and misses at a changeup, strike two. Adrian worked the scoreless 10th inning on Friday evening. That was obviously critical in the Padre walk-off win in the bottom of that frame. Faced Garcia with 1 out in that one, and he lined to right. Pitch here in the dirt, and now even 2-2. Rangers even the series last night with a 7-4 victory. And now we got ourselves this rubber game. Two and 2 to Garcia. Morejon delivers and misses just in off the plate at 99. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, not a miss by much.
Runner will go on 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch, and Garcia swings, muscles it in the air to right center field. Jackson Merrill is there, calls off Tatis, and he makes the catch to end the inning. No runs, a hit. Simeon left on base. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Padres will try and add on 4-1.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Martin Maldonado to be followed by Tatis and Merrill. If anybody reaches, it'll be Manny Machado. And how about the night for Martin Maldonado? A couple of hits, including an RBI single.
Been squarely in the middle of things here for the Padres. And once again, you look down, bottom of the lineup, having some production.
Fouls the first pitch back to the upper deck behind home plate.
Cronenworth's got an RBI single. He's got a walk. And then you look down at the bottom there, and there's Martin Maldonado, 2 for 3 with an RBI himself.
6th multi-hit game of the year for Maldonado, who swings here, grounds it off the handle to third base. Duran just into the game has got it, and he slings it across in time. 1 out in the 8th as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres Radio Network.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
Hi, I'm Wandy Peralta. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
An Odyssey Sports Station.
Stay tuned for the Alamol Casino Resort Padre postgame show with Sam immediately following the game. Padres 4, Rangers 1. 1 out, nobody on 8th inning. And Tatis a mighty rip and a miss at a slider. 0-1.
Got a hanging slider there. Swings through it. Jackson hit 0-1.
No balls and a strike. The pitch is low, 1-1. Padres, by the way, tonight 4 for 8 now with runners in scoring position. Tatis, an RBI double to give the Padres the lead back in the 4th inning. Also walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the 3rd. They intentionally walked him his last time. 1-1 pitch, tried to check on a pitch up. They appealed, he went, and now 1-2. Jackson out of the windup deals, and the 1-2 offering is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the 9th, Carter, Langford, and Heim. 5, 6, and 7 coming up. And, of course, Robert Suarez is activated out in that Padre bullpen. 2-2 to Fernando is a sharp slider just low. He kind of flinched at it but didn't offer. And the count is now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jackson lifts up the glove, now into the windup. Payoff pitch. And Tatis checks but takes strike 3. Good looking slider. And 2 down here in the 8th.
Finally was able to land it in the zone there. Toddy goes down looking on a good slider from Jackson.
So now Luke Jackson against Jackson Merrill, no relation. Machado on deck, hitless on the night, and Merrill grounds the first one just foul at first base, 0-1. Thing with these big hit milestones, of course, is there's an air of inevitability around them, but I'm sure it doesn't feel that way to Manny. Foul back 0-2.
No. And the closer you get to it, seemingly the harder it gets to finish it.
2 hits from 2000, as he was at the beginning of the night. 0-2 to Merrill. Here's the pitch. And Jackson fouls it back. Let's say Manny gets an opportunity to hit here, has a hit. Means he goes into tomorrow night 1 shy of 2,000. It'll be fun because from the get-go then, every at-bat will be a big event. Here's the 0-2. Jackson delivers, and Jackson takes in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes. And boy, that one caught Heim a little bit, and then his throwback to Luke Jackson kind of knocked Jackson off the mound. A lot going on. Righty is now ready. And the 1-2 to Jackson Merrill is way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Luke Jackson. Here comes the 2-2. And a ground ball towards first base. Berger has it, edge of the dirt. He will feed Jackson covering. He's there just before Merrill arrives. And a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 8th inning for Luke Jackson. On to the 9th. Padres will try and close this thing out. Robert Suarez on his way in. San Diego.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All-Star Week rolls up in the ATL, and MLB Network is your all-access pass, featuring all the top prospects in the Futures Game and Swingman Classic. All the selections from the first round of the MLB Draft.
The Washington Nationals select.
And all the swagger from celebrity softball to the All-Stars' big arrival on the red carpet show.
I mean, stars!
It's showtime in Hotlanta. All-Star Week, only on MLB Network, July 11th through 15th.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Suarez relieves Morejon, who worked a scoreless 8th. Gave up a 2-out single to Simeon. Nothing else. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline is your 15-minute instant drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for directions and discounts. That's SoCalOilChange.com. Evan Carter, Wyatt Langford, and Jonah Heim are due up here against the Padre closer, who threw on Friday night in a tie game 9th inning, kept it tied, and the Padres obviously would win in 10.
Robert, it's pretty simple. When he's throwing strikes, he's tough to deal with. He gets himself into trouble where he's having a hard time locating. Looking for his 25th here tonight.
First pitch to Carter, a left-handed batter. His fastball strike at the knees on the outside corner, 0-1. Evan Carter facing Robert Suarez for the first time in his career. 0 for 3 tonight, and in danger of having his 9-game hitting streak come to an end. 0-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss. Blew him away with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and the count is 0-2.
More sink on that pitch. Four-seamer to start the AB off, and then a sinker in the middle of the plate to get ahead 0-2.
Suarez ready. He kicks and deals. Carter takes in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter has struck out each of his last 2 times up. Padre bullpen incredible tonight. Certainly if you include Kyle Hart, who was used as the bulk guy. 1-2 the pitch. And Carter swings and misses. Strike 3. Out number 1 in the top of the 9th inning.
Doubled up on the changeup. Great execution for out number 1.
Last night, the Padres ended Corey Seager's 9-game hitting streak and Marcus Simeon's 9-game hitting streak. And tonight, it would appear as if they have ended Evan Carter's 9-game hitting streak. 1 out, nobody on for Langford. Left fielder 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch from Suarez. Swung on and missed 1.
Just easy fuzz from Robert Suarez.
1 out, nobody on. Suarez working with a 3-run lead. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball high, and that evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Each fastball seemingly ticking up. Started at 97, has worked his way up to 99.
The 1-1 is a little bit off the plate outside. 2-1. If you count Morgan as a starter, which of course he isn't really, but he was used as the opener, so technically a starter. The Padre bullpen tonight has retired 21 of the 23 batters they have faced. Here's the 2-1. Langford swings and misses very late on that fastball. And the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Been almost a flawless game for the Padres bullpen. Robert Suarez looking to put the finishing touches on it here in the ninth.
2-2 to Langford. The pitch is in the air, foul out of play right side.
There's some triple-digit smoke there from Suarez. First fastball that Langford's gotten a piece of. Fouls it back.
Two to Langford. Suarez delivers, and a swing and a miss. 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and back-to-back Ks to begin the 9th inning for Suarez. The Rangers are down to their final out.
Didn't even mess around with anything. 6 straight fastballs, and on the 6th he gets it done. Out number 2 here in the 9th.
Jonah Heim, the switch hitter, gets into the left-handed batter's box. Sellout crowd of over 40,000 on their feet here at Petco. First pitch to Heim is a fastball right at the knees and called a ball, 1-0. Josh Hader collected his 25th save of the season earlier today at Dodger Stadium. He leads baseball. Robert Suarez, the only guy in the National League with 24, now trying to tie Hader for the Major League lead. 1-0 pitch is grounded to the right side. Cronenworth to his left. Funny hop, but he's got it. Slings it to first in time. And Robert Suarez, a 1-2-3 9th inning to pick up his 25th save of the season. And the Padres take this series with a 4-1 win over the Texas Rangers. Kyle Hart, absolutely incredible as the bulk guy here tonight. He was perfect in 3 2/3. And the Padre offense grinding out 4 runs on 10 hits against Jack Leiter and the Rangers. Take a break, come back, give you some final thoughts and the totals on the Padres Radio Network.
Hey players, things are about to get real here in San Diego. Introducing the all-new Jamul Casino Resort. With a 200-room hotel tower, exciting new eats and drinks, plenty of new places to play, and a luxe spa and salon. Hello, rooftop pool and deck. It's where players can play their hearts out and enjoy all the perks that come with it. It gets real this summer at the all-new Jamul Casino Resort. The player